Hey guys, it's Connor with Airsoft, and today I'm going to be giving you the review on the JG AK-47. Now, when I got this, it came with these black rails and this black stock, which I've got right here, which is like rubberized, really nasty. Throw it over there. And these rails. Now, I chose about 2-3 weeks ago to take these rails off here, this front part, and replace them with the wood from what this gun used to be. Now, you might be asking yourself why, and the reason is really simple. These grips, just to start out, I'm going to probably start out with the cons of this gun today. They're very, hard to hold, and they scratch your hand. That was interesting. Okay, continuing. Now, I wouldn't mind if they weren't studded. Notice, it skips, like that one's right there is full and then studded. It's full studded. So when you put your hand on there, it doesn't fit right. Like it digs in on someplace and you move around your hand, it cuts you, and you can see it's already kind of doing that. And then these little side things as well, you can't get a good hold on the side of your gun because you got to pull your fingers up over that. And you don't really want to be holding the gun that way, you know? I didn't like that, so I took it off. Okay, another thing about this gun that I didn't particularly like, which is here now, the sight falls out. Now, my sight actually broke, which is, the normal push-up sight, which I think is sitting over my desk, but whatever. It broke. So I had a little piece in here that was just, broken. So I took it out of my old AK-47, I put it in here, and it fell out, obviously. And so you only have your front sight, which is a pain in the butt, because then you can't tell what you're aiming at. I kind of judge it, but, whatever. Okay, now, moving along with the cons, I'm kind of just this way of this gun. This is one of my favorite guns, by the way. The fire selector kind of broke, if you will. Like, under here is a Phillips head screw. I'm sorry. And you have to screw that in tight for this to, move right, your fire selector. And it loosens up because it stays connected with your screw. So once you keep doing this enough, it starts to loosen the screw up and it just starts spinning. So eventually your fire selector almost falls out, and that becomes a real pain in the butt when you're in the field. And you're like, oh my god, my fire selector's falling out. Now, I also have the problem with this gun that I have there's no semi-auto function on it anymore. I used to have it, and this was the original full auto, just one down, and the second one down was the semi-auto, but now it's full auto. The reason is this gun got dropped, and there's a piece of metal right in here on the gearbox that popped out, that wasn't put in right, and the little thing is too small for it anyway. It's just, I couldn't believe how crappy that was made. And the safety could not work anymore. It stayed in this half clicky noise, and I had to get into it, spend 6 or 7 hours fiddling with it, and it became a real hassle. And eventually I did get it fixed. This is that AK-47. I still love it. It's got probably the best accuracy out of any of my guns, and maybe even some of my friends too. And pretty much that's the only cons I have with this gun. Okay, now let's start from kind of the back up now. You have a solid stock. I don't think it's ABS plastic this time. It might be, I'm not sure, but it does scratch. You can kind of see there are scratches on it. Yeah, you kind of can. Now your butt plate's kind of interesting. Now, choosing to take off my old stock, there are big lead weights in this, and this took a large type battery. So to get this butt plate off, you pop it up, of course, or down, and you pull off the thing. And there's your battery, and I got a small type battery in this right now. This stock took a large battery, sorry. This always took a mini, though. And there are two big lead weights right in the bottom here. Probably, 2 pounds. They're heavier than hell. I mean, this gun is heavy now, so I put in these wood grips because they have the lead in them. I'm really tempted to take those weights out just for the weight, factor. And also, you can't fit a big of battery in here because it stops right about here on your gun. So you can't put in a bigger battery than about an 8.4 unless you wanted to upgrade to a 9.6 or something like that. Now, it just screws in, little screws, and I lost a screw down here because the damn stock broke. But, whatever. Okay, middle of the gun. This receiver here is like, I can't tell. It looks plastic. I've scratched is like plastic, but it is ABS plastic, so, can't go wrong with ABS plastic. Now, this acts like the real AK-47. You push a button and pull this up, and this would be the top of your gun where all your mechanism was. Clean it all out. Now, son of a bitch. This gun has gone through a lot of wear and tear. And I did spend a lot of hours working on it. I mean, you can even ask, people like Mark of, the hours I went working on this thing. I mean, it was a pain in the ass. But, it still works. I'm still pretty happy with it, all together. Your hop-up, which it does have, is right in there. It's that little silver switch. Now, pushing it forward is less hop-up, and pulling it back is more. Now, for AK-47s, okay, it's going to stay back for me. Me and Brian have a problem with our AK-47s where it actually goes forward on us sometimes. We have to fix it every mag, which isn't that bad, but hey, you don't want that happening. Of course, here's your fire selector, which I said earlier. And it would be full auto and semi, but mine just is full auto, so all the way down. And then you have your mag release, your mag well, which takes a standard 600 high cap magazine. Just put it in, put the front part in first, pull down. There you go. The exact opposite when pulling out. And on the other side here, you have your strap, your sling thing here. Okay, moving up to the front, you have your handle, which is a lot better and a lot slimmer than my old one. I like it, a little more. Sorry, I'm holding on the grip here. And these pieces here are metal. This piece here is not, though. It is plastic, sadly. And then onto the barrel, it's all metal, Little flash hider. Very surprising, actually, because you can hide in a bush, and all you have to do is just put your finger on it like this. With a glove, and then there you go. You're hidden. Now, this up here is metal, surprisingly. I thought it was plastic at first, but it is metal. And there's a little metal tip on top of that rod in between the sight there, and it broke off. Hey, what are you going to do? I can still use the sight, though. That's the one nice thing about it. I think I've pretty much covered everything on this gun. Oh, that's one more thing. There's your sling mount. Like, here's your first, here's your second. Okay, second, right there. Okay, back to topic. I got this for about $200, but I know you can get it on Airsoft GI for about $160. I'll try to put the link on the description or message me and I'll send you the link. I really like this gun. I recommend it, actually, to beginning airsofters and stuff. It works really nice. It runs around 350 FPS, about 125 to 150 feet. And it's really nice, actually. So, I guess I'm Connor with Gearsoft Airsoft, and happy airsofting.